Okay, let's jump right into this deep dive on Dark Demon of Paradise. Oni War begins. We're really focusing today on Season 1, specifically the core story of Shiki Ichinose. How does this dark hero actually come to be? We first meet Shiki, and he's, this hot-headed teenager, pretty rebellious, thinks he's completely normal. He's raised by Tsuyoshi, his adoptive dad.
Right. But what you need to understand right away is the background. This whole story is steeped in, actual Japanese folklore. It's about this hidden war.
A war between who, exactly?
It pits the descendants of the Oni, demons against the descendants of Momotaro, the classic demon slayer hero from the legends.
Okay. So that's the central conflict. It's mythic from the get-go.
Exactly. And that setup immediately makes you question who's really the good guy or the bad guy here. The lines aren't clear from the start.
And those lines get smashed pretty quickly for Shiki. His ordinary life just completely implodes. He gets attacked, right, by someone from this Momotaro Agency.
Yeah, an operative. And their mission is basically, genocide. Wipe out all the Oni.
And that's how Shiki finds out the truth, that he's one of them, an Oni descendant.
Precisely. It's a violent, sudden revelation, no time to process.
But the real gut punch, the thing that really shifts everything for him, is what happens to Tsuyoshi, his dad.
Oh, absolutely. That's the core trauma.
We find out Tsuyoshi wasn't just some random guy. He was actually a former Momotarou.
Yeah, well, one who walked away. He rejected that whole demon slaying duty, chose to raise Shiki instead.
And then he sacrifices himself, dies protecting Shiki from the very agency he used to belong to. Talk about betrayal.
That death is the catalyst. It's what awakens Shiki's dormant Oni blood. And that's when we see his unique power emerge, the Blood Eclipse Release.
Which manifests as guns.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Isn't it? Not claws or horns, but firearms. It feels very deliberate, kind of makes him this modern, dark Avenger figure almost instantly.
And that loss, that betrayal, it just consumes him. Revenge becomes his only goal.
Totally. It's all aimed at the Momotaro Agency now. Survival turns into vengeance.
So, okay, he's got this power, this rage. Where does he go? How does he, learn to fight?
Well, he's found by a guy named Naito Mudano. And he gets recruited or maybe pulled into Resetsu Academy.
Which is?
It's basically a secret school run by the Oni Agency. Their whole purpose is training young Oni like Shiki to fight back against the Momotaro.
So not exactly your typical high school experience.
Not even close. It's a pretty hostile place, actually. Shiki's struggling, trying to control this wild power he barely understands.
And he's not alone there, right? There are other students.
Yeah, and plenty of friction. You've got his main rival, Jin Kugasaki, another kid with a tragic Momotarou backstory, and others like Homari Bibugara, Rokuro Kiriyama. They all have their own unique Blood Eclipse powers, their own issues. It's a real powder keg.
Okay, so training academy, rivalries. But the story doesn't just stay there, does it? It moves pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They don't spend ages on just training arcs. The conflict escalates quickly. Soon, these students are out on real missions.
Frontline stuff.
In actual places, like Kyoto. They're thrown right into the war against the Momotaro Agency.
And this is where things get even murkier, morally speaking.
Exactly. As they fight more, they start uncovering some really dark stuff about the Momotaro Agency. It's not just misguided. It's shown to be often corrupt, manipulative, brutal even.
So the heroes aren't so heroic.
Not at all. This season does a great job of painting this really gray conflict. There's no clear good side. Both Oni and Momotarou descendants are complex, flawed.
And Shiki has to confront the specific Momotarou operative who killed his father.
Yes, Samadera Momoya. Those confrontations are huge for Shiki's development. It forces him to look beyond just his own rage.
How so?
Well, he starts to realize he has something else to fight for now. These other students at Resetsu, they become his comrades, as a sort of new family. Protecting them becomes just as important as revenge.
So his motivation evolves.
It really does. And that arc, that's basically season 1 in a nutshell. It's the complete origin story. You see him go from this angry kid thinking he's ordinary to discovering his identity, dealing with immense loss, seeking revenge, and then finally learning what it means to protect others within this ancient, brutal war.
It really sets up this idea of who the real monsters are in this fight.
Definitely.
So thinking about that deep betrayal Shiki experienced and seeing how corrupt the so-called hero agency is, it leaves you with a pretty potent question to think about as you watch. What does it actually mean to be labeled a demon in this world?